Hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's me, your one furry boy, Never, and you're watching The Never Show. Yes, the only show with lemon-scented limes, lest I forget, and the only show with a supernatural, super awesome third eye. I mean, why ask why? Why wouldn't you want a third eye? And it's Wednesday again, my friends, and that means we review the movies. So, before we get started, I'd like to thank you for subscribing, being my YouTube friends. I don't know what I do to deserve YouTube friends like you. Thank you. And PewDiePie is at 89 million subscribers. And we got to keep him ahead of T-Series because he's in the big chase for the 100 million subscribers. I am really excited to see what happens next. Aren't you? So please subscribe to him. Keep him in the chase over the big Indian music company T-Series. And with all that said, let's get right into the movie, shall we? And today's movie is Captain Marvel. It is a PG-13 movie. It is 2 hours and 4 minutes, which satisfies my number OCD thingy that I have. I did ADD, though. For an action-adventure sci-fi, it's a little light on the action, just for my taste. And Boden and Ryan Fleck directed. I don't know much about them other than they're some big-time TV directors. They've got a few good shows under their belts that I've never heard of. And Boden and Ryan Fleck and Geneva Robinson did some of the writing in the screenplay, along with Nicole Perlman and Meg LaFleur. Captain Marvel was created by Roy Thompson and Gene Colden. Our cast first build only, and I'm going to keep it as short as possible because I've listened to your comments about this. Brie Larson is Carol Danvers and Captain Marvel. She's very beautiful, but her acting, I have to say, I'm not a fan of her acting. There's certain moments where I feel like she should be more expressive, and she didn't, and it felt weird. I love Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. He is almost ageless at this point. Jude Law as Jean Rogg. Jude Law looks great as well. He is almost ageless too. Lashonda Lynch as Maria Rambeau. I don't know what her deal was either. She kind of felt kind of spinksy too. Greg Clark is Agent Coulson. I love Agent Coulson. That's our cast first build. Those are the people you need to know about in this movie. Our production companies are Walt Disney Pictures, Marvel Studios, and Animal Logic, our distributor here in the good old United States of America. God bless America, land that I love, was Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Our special effects, and oh my gosh, there is so many of them.
Legend Effects, Animal Logic, Digital Domain, Double Negative, Exceptional Minds, Frame Store, Industrial Light and Magic, which is part of the Trinity.
Sorry about that.
Legendary Effects, Lola Visual Effects, Luma Effects, Rise Visual Pictures, Rising Sun Pictures, SSVFX Visual Effects, Scanline VFX, and Trixar Film.
God's sakes, that's a mouthful. So glad that that's done. Now, you know I had trouble with this film, and it's because, one, just before we go to see the movie, we go and check Rotten Tomatoes, and we read about the scandal involving comments being deleted, which, why do that? Let it stand on its own. Don't mess with it. You know, I know people are bombing and trolling, but trolls will get washed away. You know what I'm saying? Don't take away from the trolls, because then people troll harder and it makes it worse. Also, Captain Marvel, Brie Larson's bizarre and crazy rants that she's gone on about it's hard to be a woman and a black woman. And I don't want to hear about that. I know it's hard to be anybody who's trying to be famous. And don't taint your movie by being loony. God's sakes. Hold it in until after the movie comes out. Then you can say all the looniness you want and it'll be good. And then I can say I watched a movie where I wasn't tainted by media. And that's what I think about that. That's all I'm going to say. It's a good movie. It's not great, and I'm hoping this is not what we're going to have to expect from Marvel in the future, in the post-Stan Lee era. Oh, God, Stan Lee, man. God bless him. Captain Marvel. I just wish I knew more about this, and I actually had to go back and look up things, because it's been like the 80s since people have been talking about the Kree and the Skrull. And I didn't even know Roman the Accuser was Kree. How does that grab you for an odd one? And the Skrull, I always thought they were bad guys. Nobody told me different, so I just assumed, and you know what that does. And I thought, oh, we're going to go in guns a-blazing awesome fight movie with the Skrull and the Kree. And no, it's not what you think. And if that spoils it for you, I'm a little sorry. But I do like the cat in this movie. Jeez. Awesome cat. But I did find it a little bit boring, and I did ADD, and that's honest. You want to lose yourself in the narrative. You want to be invested in the villains. As good as an actor as Jude Law, if the villain is not well written, you can't hate him, and you have to hate a villain. I've said this 100 times before. When actresses don't emote and do things and smile at the right points in time, you kind of lose that mystique, and then you lose the narrative. Just to be honest with you, I definitely see this as a TV watch. I do want to see it again, just not in theaters. So it's a definite theater pass for me. I do not see this as a DVD buy, just because I want to wait and see if there's a director's cut coming. If not, I think I'm pretty much done with this film. I do want to see what CinemaSins thinks, just to be honest with you, because if I am not happy with the film, I want to have validation that my assertion is correct. And I use them as my mirror, so to speak, even though Jeremy and them are sometimes just practical jokers on every movie. And before we step out, it's a 7.1 on IMDb, and it is an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is certified fresh for some reason. I would like to have seen a hold on that certified, just to be honest with you. If you like what you see in here, make sure you click that like button. It means absolutely nothing to anyone but me. Like what you like, and if you like this, click that like button. Also, remember, all comments are 100% guaranteed response. Tell me your realities, your fan fictions, your tales of ennui, your tales of yay. If you like this movie, if you hate this movie, put it in the comments. I love your comments. Please keep them coming. And with all that said, I have to ask, I have an Amazon, I have a Patreon, and it's not without your support that keeps this channel going. I do not know how I do it without you. I have so little to do so much with. Thank you for all your donations. And with all that said, if you like what you see in here, make sure you click that subscribe button and that little bell icon.
Ding. Ring a ding ding.
And I will see you all in the next movie review. Bye.